Hello everybody, I'm Jeff, I'm a wizard. I want to do a pick a card and make a video to thank everybody who helped me since the last time. In my previous video, or a couple of previous videos, I asked for help and I've really been getting it. I've been getting support in all kinds of ways, by nice words, by donations. The cards that I really wanted are on their way, which I'm really happy about. I've been getting readings, people offering help in all kinds of ways from these videos, so it's been really amazing and I'm really grateful and I want to thank you. So I thought I'd do a pick a card with the subject to praise you, so to thank you for whatever you may be needing thanks for, I don't know. I want to also show you some other cards, new cards that I got, not the ones that I was talking about last time, but these ones just arrived. I got them from my favorite store on the internet called Art of Play. I put the link in the description box and maybe the code that you can use to give me benefits. I don't know. I've never done that. I've never done that thing where if you remember and you get other people to buy something or become a member, you get benefits because they use your code or name. Never done that. So let's try that if it's possible, if it's a thing. Also, people have been asking me to put an Amazon wish list on here. So I have been working on that. So I'll also put that down in the description box. There's weird stuff on there. Don't judge me. I'm working on it. I've also discovered an entire dimension of literary erotic fiction, I don't know what to call it, that is very fascinating. I'll give you some examples maybe as well. So check all that out and then we will get into it. These are the 4 cards to choose from. I've picked out the kings in the decks because these cards are amazing. These are just normal playing cards, but the artwork is mwah. Mwah. Music is super loud suddenly, so I'm gonna try to show you like this. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'll probably paste on the other cards for that. Does that show you? Does that work? Okay, like that. So this is card number 1, the King of Diamonds. This is card number 2, the King of Hearts. This is card number 3, the King of Clovers, and card number 4, the King of Spades. So choose the card that stands out to you, that you like the most, then go to the timestamps in the description box, the comment section, and then I will be thanking you, giving you praise, saying nice things to you. So, see you there. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 1. You chose the King of Diamonds. It's been on my table since yesterday because the card fell out, and I think the artwork is so freaking amazing. This is my King of Pentacles. This is the guy that I'm looking for. I want to be him, I want to date him, I want to stalk him on Instagram. I don't know. I wonder what it says on his cap here. I don't know, does anybody know? Are these runes or symbols that mean something? Doesn't really speak to me. So let's look at your other cards. I have 3 other cards. Okay, this artwork is so cool. So this is your first card. I'm really gonna try to show you the cards well because it's important. The 4 of Spades. This is so cool. It's like from a Sabata book or a Grey's Anatomy book. Okay, I really have to keep a very fresh, open mind to reading these cards. It's very fun. And I have this 2 of Spades. Sad Little Clown. Tears of a Clown, that's a nice song. Is it a nice song or is it just a very well-known song? I'll listen to it afterwards. Pagliacci is also cool. That's an opera about a clown. And he has this cool song where this opera singer is like singing and then he cries. But it's always in this operatic kind of way, so it goes like on stage. It's really weird, but it's very touching opera that I haven't seen, so I'm not gonna pretend I have. I've read the Wikipedia summary, so that moved me. Oh, and also a nice song is by Emily Sandé, I'll Be Your Clown. That is beautiful. And then I have this Five of Hearts. It's very Andy Warhol kind of. What is that style? Pop art. This music is made so difficult for me to think. Give me a second here. I put on this copyright-free playlist, and it's that's what you get. Okay. So, what are we grateful for about you? You keep a freaking cool head, okay? You are mentally very strong. We can count on you. When it's like you know, you can wear. It's not like you wear a mask or you don't pretend to be somebody else, but it's you. You play your part when you need to. You don't break. This thing comes to mind where you're like a clinic clown. I don't know if that's an English word. It's like these people that go to hospitals to cheer up children and make them laugh. They dress up like clowns. And that's kind of the same I feel with you. Is you doesn't matter how bad things are going with you, what drama you just heard, you'll still be thinking of other people. And yeah, it's funny because when I'm looking for words, I fall into all kinds of negative words, and I think that's you. I think you're having trouble accepting this aspect of yourself because maybe it's something that you had to do, and maybe you see it more as self-sacrificing or hiding, not being true, or maybe you're really questioning, is this right what I do? Because am I hurting myself this way? Or it feels very lonely. But look, this is the strong person that you are. This is the kind of people we need. You are this guy. It gives me that same vibe of the King of Swords, when this is the guy you need to get through the winter, okay? You need somebody you can depend on, who's strong, who will make you feel strong, who will make you feel good when things are down, who will inspire you, okay? Who can get us through, and that is you. That's why this card is here. You're smart, you keep a cool head, and you can analyze it, okay? You put a lot of thinking work and a lot of analysis and effort into something before you make a move. There's a lot of care. There's an incredible amount of care, and there's an incredible mental fortitude and strength that you have. Other people feel safe around you. Other people feel relief around you. People like to be in your presence. And I think this is maybe what you need to know, okay? This is very lonely sometimes, and you don't get the thanks you deserve for this, because a lot of times you are doing this so other people can be helped, or to spare other people, or to be kind. And yes, there is a boundary where I think in your personal relationships, you don't need to be playing this all the time, you need to be you. But it's incredible that when other people need you, you have no problem doing this for them. That's the love you give, and that is incredible. And I think you don't need to be judging that or questioning that. You just need to be revaluing this. You need to put the right price tag on this, okay? This is the amount of care and love and support you bring to the table and what people can get from you, and you are there for people in a way that other people can be. Oh my God, that brings me to another song about Emily Sandé. How does it go again? When you've given up, da, 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 da. Make you feel my kind of love. I'll put the links in the description box. My kind of love. Listen to that, because that's the love you give, and that's the same here. This is normally heartache, right? 5 of Cups is defeat, but you are. When people feel this pain, you are there to hug them, to hold them. When people are around you, they see hope. They see through the grief. They see the positive side. They can laugh again. You make people laugh again when things get really bad. And when things get really bad, people are very lucky, and they know this when you're around. And that's my point, is like, we value this, because people probably won't find the right words, or when other people are down and you're playing this for them, they're also not in a position to really be thanking, or they're not in a position to have the energy to be shining light on you, but you're shining light on these other people. But trust me, people really know. They don't know it, maybe they feel it. They feel your love, they feel your care, they feel how much you give them and how strong you are and how much that means. So don't question if other people value that. They really do. It's you that needs to know this like, hold on, I can be this strong, I can I'm really thinking about everybody else around me, not in the first place, but your care is there, so you can still prioritize yourself and then say, okay, I'm gonna take care of myself first, then I want to help other people. But the point is, your heart is just there, your attention is there. Your attention is so much on other people, on the big picture, on getting us where we need to go, okay? That's automatic for you, and don't be fighting yourself in this. Don't be thinking, should I stop doing this and be completely myself and stop this faking maybe, or I'm really not getting anything back from being this strong, and I'll be this big guy, but people just take advantage of it. No, don't fight that. You are this big guy. Start by just valuing that more and respecting that more. So that means maybe give yourself more breaks. Expect more back from other people, or expect more respect. And that usually starts with yourself. Like, respect yourself more in this. Respect what you bring to the table. Respect what you're doing for other people. Respect when you are doing this, okay? You're very strong at this, but maybe it goes so automatic that you don't always realize it, and maybe that's where then you go into a deficit or into a lonely street. But this is the truth. Yes, maybe you have been sacrificing yourself, but it has been worth it. A lot of people are better off because you were there. A lot of people are better off because you were around, because you talked to them, because you showed them, because you helped them keep the roof up. You know what I mean? And you helped them through difficult times. And don't underestimate the comfort you bring, the light you are. And it's easy to forget when you're a long time in a dark place. You're this light, and you attract moths and bugs, right? And you start to question if being a light is that cool, because it doesn't seem to bring you anything, and it's a bit lonely. But you are a light, and you need to remember that you are the lighthouse, and you need to keep shining because we need you, and a lot of people need you to find their way home. So that's not an easy role to take on. But you've taken it on, and thank you for that. Thank you. I hope that resonated or helped you. Group 1, so like if you want, share, subscribe. I don't know if I want to say it. It's so weird. People have been telling me to say it. I guess I have to say it. I see the logic. Tell me what you think about that. Anyways, hope it helps, Group 1. See you around. Bye. Hello, Group number 2. Let's begin your reading, but to begin, there were complications. You chose the King of Hearts, but for some reason I switched up the groups and I got the King of Clovers in my hands. So let's just say maybe you should look at group number 3 as well. Guys, okay, sorry, more work. You chose this really cool King of Hearts. I love these cards, I'm sorry, I'm just like looking at it, trying to get you a good view. Okay, let's look at your other cards. We have 4 cards in total. Let's see. Okay, also amazing card. I've already seen it. This is the 4 of Hearts, and I translate that off into the 4 of Cups, in the regular tarot. And the story of the 4 of Cups is there are 3 options that are boring you, and there's one option you're not seeing, right? Or there's one big thing that's distracting you, maybe, or something. And that's very clear here. You have these 3 little hearts, her lips, something in her hair, and then this really big one that maybe you want, or you're not seeing something. I just love the imagery. It's upside down. Very good. Then another amazing card. The how is it? Oh, this is the right way. The Ace of Diamonds, Pentacles. I just love how she's like, it's like one little. It was also upside down. It's like you're holding it. Okay. And then, beautiful card again, the 6 of Clubs. No, the 6, I don't know in English, the 6 of Spades. So for me, 6 of Wands, celebration, and then this beautiful peacock. Okay, group 2. Well. Wow, okay, so, like 3 times I get the message of you are abundant, like you have a lot. Okay, maybe at this time you're not rich, or you're not, you don't have everything you want. That's not the point. The point is that you, let's say people are jealous of you. Let's just say that people are jealous of you. Okay, you are beautiful, I think, or you're physically very attractive. You have a lot to give, a lot of talents maybe. You have a lot to give. You have a lot to give, and you have a lot of opportunity. You're a money-making machine, or you have a lot of good ideas, maybe. Okay, wait. I'm just getting to it. I'm getting to it. To the thank yous. Thank you, India. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Destination Man. Hold on. Okay, I'm getting you something weird. You have been the instigator for a lot of people, or in your surroundings, for a lot of positive change by not having an easy part in making calling people out, making people see the hard truth, maybe. Waking people up, being their wake-up call. Yeah. So let's say that maybe, you know, there have been situations where you have had fights or bad breakups, or maybe there were situations where things were difficult or a lot of friction, and this is the plot twist. These people or want to say thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't done that, if you didn't cause this difficulty, if you hadn't, I want to say hurt me like this, but it's more like if you hadn't put your finger on the sore spot, I would have never changed, or this, I could have never gotten better from this.
Michael, the cat is sneezing. What's happy, baby? Are you sneezing? Yeah, baby.
See, that's what I mean. Same with sneezing. It's you were the thing that got the bad out. Okay, so you shone a light on the dark side, maybe, or you get people to wake up in any case, and that's not a grateful role to have. So I'm here to tell you thank you, because if you hadn't stood up to people, if you hadn't gotten angry, if you didn't take the time to, this is why this is so important, because in the moment it looks like maybe you're causing a lot of conflict, or you're being difficult, or maybe you are just being mean to people, but that's not it. It means you care enough to actually put the emotion in, and to actually take the time to want to work with that with people. You actually care enough to go into that battle with them, and that's how people learn, and that's how people finally know. Because let's say you have an argument with somebody and you just say like, oh, whatever, that's just not for me, and you never speak up. These people never know what they did wrong, and they maybe never learn, right? And you were the person that stood there, that spoke up, that put people in an uncomfortable position, but at least you also gave them the words and the explanation, or you gave them clarity where they needed it. Okay, and that's why this King of Hearts is so cool. It's like it's like you stab people in the heart, so they feel their heart again, almost, right? Something like that. Okay, and then I got with this. You are not boring. You make sure that things are livened up, and that's a bit of the same. It's like where there's stagnation, where things are becoming too gray, you bring color. And again, that may be uncomfortable for the surroundings, but you make sure that things don't fall in bad patterns. You're like there to break it up. You shake it up. You know, in this, I think it is, what philosopher said that? Nietzsche, I think. He describes that you have two things that are in balance in this world, and two kinds of people. You have the people of order and you have the people of chaos, and you need both, right? Because we need people of order to build things, but we need people of chaos to remind us that the building blocks that the people of order are using are, it's like agreements we have. Let's say, language is a good example. Let's say we make a language and we use words to describe things, right? But a language, words, is already a translation of something. It's we agree with a group of people on this word for a cat. Let's say, right? We agree that a cat means that creature. And that's fine, that works. However, when I say the word cat to 100 people, they all see a different cat. They all have a different thing in their eye. And that's fine, but that means there's already a kind of error of margin, you know, in this use of the word cat. And if we go build on that, I tell a story about, let's say I tell a story about this cat, and I go on into this story, and suddenly I say, oh, this brown cat. For a lot of people, that's annoying, because in their head, it was a black cat, a white cat, a spotted cat. There was already a mistranslation there. And that can build. So let's say we build with these words, and we make laws with these words, and we translate those laws to other languages. Those are like little mistakes that add up. And at one point, that gives us the problem that I'll be saying, we'll be talking about a law, and maybe 1 or 2 out of 10 people hear something different, and they understand it differently. And if people from order keep building on that order, it's like they are building on mistakes, and they get huge blind spots, and they run into problems. And that's why you need people from chaos to spot that out, to keep shaking up the system, to keep saying like, no, I don't agree with that. You need to be there because you're one of those 10 people that hears that there's a possible mistranslation. You hear the injustice or you see the danger of something. You see the danger of all of us believing the same thing there. And you're the one to ring the bell. Let's say like, hold up, I don't agree with this. This is not correct. So you're there to be the opposition and to fight the natural order of things, not to be an anarchist, but to it's like to purify the system, or we'll be building on mistakes. So you're there to save people and save people from. You're there to save people from the system turning against themselves, or this order turning against themselves. You know, that was a long description. It's Ace of Pentacles. You give people chances. You give people a lot of opportunities. You give people. Yes, you help people along this way. That's also like maybe you cause uncomfortableness or your difficulty. But that's how cool you are. You're always there giving people something to work with. You want to give people something to work with. You want to make sure that people are helped, that they have a chance, an opportunity. You don't come empty-handed to people, okay? And maybe people, when they've met you, they have this right away. Right after, they think like, wow, this was a terrible person. They made me, they just fought me, or they made me feel bad about this and this. So maybe they reject you first, or you feel resistance, but only afterwards they'll recognize, thank God that that this person was there, or I would have never learned this. Or maybe, you know, like sometimes it's not you, it's not the next person, but if enough people speak up, some people finally go like, wow, four people have told me now I do this. I need to work on this. But if nobody ever speaks up, people don't learn. But the point of view is why you're so great is you give chances and opportunities. Yeah, that's enough. Don't need to keep finding new words. And you look amazing, you are amazing, I think that's also like something you do is like you're here to flaunt it, to not be afraid of that, to be confident. You're here to be sort of very proud of who you are, and fight for that. And you make other people fight for it. You give other people the inspiration to stand up for themselves or be their true selves. Yeah, be their true selves. You make people be their true selves and find the beauty in that. And that part of that is by you doing that. You being this example. And again, that's something that when you are here shining, being this beautiful peacock and being your true self and showing how powerful that is, people who are not that feel resistance at first. They're like, screw that. peacock with all his feathers. Blah. But that's good. It's like you're there to shake them up, because then they'll be like, I kind of want that, and to be the example, so people want more. You inspire them. And some people, yeah, they'll resist it, or you'll be attracting a lot of haters or jealous people, but that's okay. You're kind of meant to make people jealous and hate you, because look at it this way: even when people are kind of hating on you, they're still putting their focus and attention on you, and they're kind of paying attention. They're like, I hate him, I can't stand him, look at him. But they'll be looking, and that little fact together with other little facts, someday it will click with them, you know? So you're there to give people pieces of the puzzle by being amazing, and also you're so abundant in this way, you're so giving, you're here really to, even emotionally or spiritually, mentally, materially, in whatever which ways, you're here to give, and to give people chances and opportunities. And again, same with group number 1. Value yourself for that, okay? And I think the most important thing is you need to hear is stop giving yourself such a hard time for causing problems, and for thinking that, I spoke my mind and I made people feel bad, or I shouldn't have done that, or here I go again and I did it again. No, stop it. You are doing your part, and we need people like you, because too many people don't speak up. Too many people hide themselves. Too many people think they have to hide their beautiful feathers, and they lose themselves. So we really need you. Please don't go, okay? And thank you for doing a difficult job that may have, must have been hard for you, because even when you're there learning, teaching other people lessons by going into this conflict, you're also learning a lot of lessons. So it must be hard for you. And again, respect that you are learning, and it's not easy. It's not easy, and don't be so hard on yourself. Be hard on other people. Yeah, that's your job. Be hard on other people. Don't be so hard on yourself. Especially because when you're the person that speaks up, that rings the bell, people are not so nice to you. The world is not so nice to you. So you need to really be your own biggest fan. Really keep a safeguard on that. I write in my diary, I have a side character inside of me, or a couple that come out to help me when I need some sort of somebody to support me this way, okay? One of them is called LaQuisha, and she's very sassy. Yeah, so group 2, I hope resonated and it helped you. Please leave a comment. If you liked the video, it helped you. Thank you. I'm so uncomfortable saying like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, please. Thank you. See you next time. Bye. Hello, group number 3. How are we? You chose the King of Clovers. For me, would be the King of Swords. Funny card. Wait. It's like an Irish. What's the word? Leprechaun? A leprechaun? No. Does he have a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Oh yeah, there's a cool rainbow here, just like this. Red fan. Cool. Okay, look at your other cards. Group 3. Queen of Hearts. Very cool. You really need to look at them. The artwork is so fine and unexpected, and at the same time very intriguing. I'm stalling time a bit. I'm feeling very tired. Have you been doing too much work, group 3? Maybe. Okay, I have the 3 of wands for me. Okay, this red again. And then I have the 5 of wands. 5 of spades, skeleton. And it was upside down. Okay. Yeah. So, first of all, I wanted to say you don't let competition, defeat, problems stop you. You're very tough, you're very strong, you're a boss, you're a bit of a boss. Tough love, I'm getting, tough love. I'm kind of getting this thing of, when a parent has to kind of, how do you say that? Give this kind of discipline or say to the child, no, you can't have this yet, you're not old enough. And the child at that moment, it's very frustrating, it doesn't understand it, just feels like, why can't I do this thing? It's unfair. But really the parent is protecting the child from bad experiences maybe, or from ruining a very good first experience, you know what I mean? Or from possible danger. So you're a protector. It's kind of like you protect people even when they don't want it, sometimes. Yeah. You protect people's hearts really well, almost better than they can. You can see when people are sort of about to hurt themselves or make a mistake that they'll regret, and you can spot that, and you kind of protect people that way. That's the kind of sign this queen with this little locket. You in this same, like you have the plan in your hand, or you see the bigger picture. You keep looking at the bigger picture. It's like when people get lost or into themselves, or they get sidetracked, you're kind of there to keep people on the path, or keep people together, like yeah, it's like you're a stabilizer, like you're a stabilizer of a situation. It's like it almost the opposite of group 2 a bit, where they were a bit of the chaos needed to fight the order. It's like you are a stabilizing factor. And not in the sense of you are the order, or you're the classical way, or you are the, per se, this parental or structured kind of way. No, but you do have, you're a very, it's not like you will follow the rules that are there, but you are just in yourself structured, calm, sensible, strong, determined. You don't accept defeat, you keep fighting, you fight for people. And I think that's sort of the thanks you need to get, is I think a lot of people around you are very grateful to you that despite difficulty, you stick around. You're still there. You don't run. You don't go away. People feel with you that they won't be left behind, that when you're around, it's kind of like a super comforting feeling to know that you're around, keeping an eye on things, because it helps people relax, you know, because if you're there and they can talk to you, or you just make people feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing, because first of all, you would tell them if they weren't. That's a very nice thing to know, you know, that's when you have a friend or when you have people around you that you know you can count on to give you the feedback you need, okay? And that doesn't mean they're always right, but you do want people to speak up, and sometimes you need people around you to play sort of the devil's advocate, or the opponent, or your own fears or doubts, you know, because it helps you. And you're the kind of person to do that. You're the kind of person to make people get grounded and to protect themselves. You're very protective energy, and most of all, like, protection comes from this knowing of when things go bad or something goes wrong, you don't run. You're still there. People know you'll be fighting with them, and you're there for the long haul, and that you really you want to protect people's hearts. And yes. And I wanted to say also the beauty, kind of, like you are a guardian of it's like, let's say you have this this beautiful garden, this beautiful delicate garden where everything is very fine and like butterflies and all these kinds of soft things, or maybe let's say you have a bunch of poets and musicians, right, who are there to be sensible. Then you are kind of the guardian at the gates to protect that beauty, to make sure that that gets unharmed or that can stay in its integrity. You are the guardian of beauty. That's cool. Okay, group 3, that's kind of what I got. I'm trying to figure out why it was so kind of heavy. It was like heavy water a bit, this reading. It was like, ugh. Why is that? I think that's a bit of who you are. I think that's sort of the doubleness. It's like you are so people can count on you so well, or you are so steady and easy to deal with. It's like you're predictable in that good way, you know. People know you're gonna be there, kind of this. But the double part of that means that you move slowly, not in a real sense that you're slow, but in it will take a lot for you to change your mind or to change directions. You will not do things haphazardly or super on the cuff. You're really very strong in what your values are and what you believe. And I think maybe there is a slowness that I think people it will feel like rigidity, like you are unwilling to move, or you maybe are very hard to talk to, like you're hitting your head against the wall. And maybe a part of that is true, but I think, you know, when you understand maybe in yourself the positive side of that, what makes you so great in this, you will find it more easy to also take into account that you know, the shadow side of that. Why maybe it's for people difficult to get you to see something or feel something, or maybe people don't feel so understood around you because their wild up and down stuff contrasts your steadiness so much. So maybe people feel around you sometimes like they're judged, like you're judging them, or you're being you don't like them because you are you know, you're so different than they are. So maybe that helps you to see where people are coming from when they feel misunderstood by you, or feel like you're not getting them, or feel like they're explaining themselves over and over again, or why. You know, I think people really want you around, and I think people really want you to understand them and see them. So when people close to you are going through something, I think they just really want you to understand, and maybe that's why people may give you a hard time sometimes when you're just being very like, I'm here for you, like, what do you want? How can I help you? And people kind of just want you to, people want you to tell them it's okay what you're doing, it's fine, it's normal. I don't think you're weird or bad for doing this. You know, people really want your approval. People really want your approval and your don't underestimate what your judgment does to people. They really want it. It's like you're this incredibly good fatherly love, and people really want you to tell them that you're proud of them, kind of, you know? And maybe in yourself you don't see that, like, why am I that? Why should I tell you that? Or that's not my part, but it is. I don't know what more to say. Thank you, Group 3. Yeah, hope it helps. Like, share, subscribe. See you around. Bye. All right, Group 4. How are we? The last group. It was a lot of work. This was. I've been working hard today. You chose this Bullman King of Spades, King of Wands. Cool. Let's look at your other cards. Oh, I just saw something. He has one eye open and one eye closed. You see that? I'm gonna give you better lights. That's very cool. Okay, just giving you time because the drawings are so intricate. I love these cards, I love these cards, I love these cards. I love these cards. Oh, I was pretty amazed. The ultimate deck, that's what they're called. So, then the next card is the 7 of Diamonds. And it has this kind of, I want to say compass first, but it's not. What does it say though? It says, oh, it's just numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 star, which is a pentagram? Heptagram? It was upside down. Not that that matters much, but it does. We'll see why. 9 of Pentacles. This footprint. That's cool. And then this last card, which is kind of amazing. Except I don't know what it is. Kind of seems to move almost, like the roots are moving around. Interesting. I think this is the 2 of Hearts, if I'm not mistaken. The 2 of Hearts. I just see these roots, this tree, caring. watering, satisfaction. You leave an impression on people, that's for sure. You're there to leave your mark, you're there to leave an impression. You are here to impress. Let me think. Okay, I'm just keep looking at this card, and like that pops up is like you are very good at care. You are good at plants, taking care of plants, watering plants. And I get it more in the sense of, let's say you have this very passionate guy with a lot of big ideas, right? I think you're that, but at the same time, you understand how important the roots of something is, how important the fundaments are. You understand how important it is that people get this kind of care, that people get water, which means that people get emotional support. I think compliments, I think you just know how important it is, or it comes very natural for you to make other people feel good. Yes, you can make other people feel really good, and you really touch them in this way, or you really water them. Same here, you satisfy people. People are very happy with you. I'm most getting the story of like you leave this footprint in their house or in their garden or something, and they want to save it because you made a difference. You made a difference, even when it's just a one-night stand or just a one encounter. You make a difference. You again, it's like maybe you don't realize it. Maybe you just do you. But just meeting you, it waters people at their core. So it's like it inspires them in a good way. It's like life has new breath, you know, like a fresh breeze that people have been very much craving for. Keep looking at that eye though. One eye closed. You're very forgiving. You're very forgiving. You don't judge people. People around you feel like they can be themselves, or that when they show their weaknesses or their dark side, that they can do that around you, or you really, and I think that's why you water people so well, because let's say like you meet somebody and they just give you nice compliments. Yeah, maybe that's nice, but imagine how much better those compliments feel when you've just shown somebody a bad side of yourself, or they saw you fail, or they see bad parts of you, and then they still see the beauty in you, or the compliments in you, that you value that so much more, because that's true. People wouldn't just give you compliments. You kind of say like they're trying to get something for themselves. You tend not to believe it. But when people really see you completely, and they say like, hey, I see these parts without judgment, but and I see these beautiful parts, is you hear that. And that's why when you speak, or when you are telling these things, people believe you, because you see them in a whole somehow. And then I think the Seven of Pentacles is here. It's like the upside down kind of. You see through people, and you see the dark side. You see the damage almost. And just by this, and just by you being there, seeing people, really seeing people, And without even saying anything about that, or really doing anything about that, people feel that. People have this sense of like, wow, I'm a bit naked in front of this person. People feel a bit naked in front of you. However, it's healing. It's like you feel understood. You feel like when people suddenly somebody completely sees you, and you feel really naked, and people still think you're fun and okay, and they treat you the same. That feels amazing, and that's why you water people. You're this strong presence that amazes people, that makes people feel good, and most of all, you see people, really see them, and you treat them with respect or kindness or the same attention. And look, listen, this is the difference. You treat them with no difference. So that can even mean you don't like somebody very much, so you're not very nice to them. You see them for who they truly are somehow, and that doesn't affect you. You still treat them like you would maybe any other person, or that doesn't change your opinion about them. That's really what people want, and that's a weird thing, right? People don't want pity. They don't want fake kindness, or people being ingenuine. People, yeah. Let's say you have somebody and you don't really think much about this person, and suddenly you hear, or they have cancer, or they just had this terrible thing, and you start treating them nicer, or you start being delicate with them, right? That doesn't feel good, and you're the kind of person that does not do that. You don't treat them any differently. You treat them like you normally would, and that makes people feel so good, because it's like you treat them normally. You don't start treating them like somebody with cancer. You treat them like a normal person. And around you, people can feel like normal for a bit, okay? Other people are making them feel like a charity case, and you just make them feel themselves. And that's a breath of fresh air. You're a breath of fresh air. And somehow your opinion, this judgment or this not judgment, is so strong because, I don't know, you have something authoritative, like you have two huge horns on your head, so that means something. And this thing around your neck. So you are a leader, in a sense. You are a leader, and what makes you such a good leader is you treat everybody equally, or you don't... I can't somehow explain it well. You make people really feel like they're being led, like they're in good hands. You know how it feels like when you have a leader of the team and you trust in him and he's doing his job well? That means a lot. That makes the whole team feel safe, and that makes you feel confident. It's like you have a good leader makes you trust in yourself and in the organization and the stuff, and that's what you have. And that's why, like, when you're the leader, people on your team, you get the best out of them because you water them. I love this card. Let's just end with this. You do this, it's amazing. Thank you, group 4. Hope it helps, hope it resonated. Don't hesitate to pick another group if you want more compliments or you need better ones. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you around. Bye bye.